Hi guys, today I wanted to share 5 ways to simplify your life. I actually had 12 things that I was going to share with you, but I figured I would just do 5 today and then I'll probably do another video. I just didn't want this video to be too incredibly long, and I didn't want it to feel overwhelming since we're talking about simplifying our life here. So we as a society seem busier than ever. We have all of this technology and all of these things that are supposed to make our lives better, but it seems like we are stressed out, we're busy, our lives are full, and we don't necessarily seem like calm people. We don't seem like we are living a simple, beautiful life. And who doesn't want to live a simple, calm, stressful, beautiful life? So I wanted to share 5 things with you today, and then I will talk more about it in the future. If you guys like this video, just let me know by giving it a thumbs up or letting me know in the comments. So I wanted to share some things that I do to simplify my life and just some things that I am learning in these areas. The first thing, which you may have guessed, is to be ruthless about all of the things in your home that you do not use, do not need, and do not love. They don't have a place in your home, and they can really impact your mental state. They can cause you to feel stressed and burdened and bogged down, and when you look around, you want to just see the things that are beautiful and that you love and that you use and that you need. And it doesn't happen overnight, but if you just go through your things and get rid of all of the stuff that you don't need, don't use, and don't love, your home will feel more calm, you will feel more at peace, and you will be on a beautiful journey of living a simple life. I have lots of videos about decluttering and getting rid of clutter and organizing and cleaning, and I will link some of those below, and I'll also link some playlists, and hopefully those will be of help to you. I also recently listened to The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo, and I finished the book, and I'll talk more about that in future videos. And then I started listening to parts of it again because I wanted to really understand her system and how she does everything, because I get asked about it a lot. I thought the book was wonderful, and she obviously has great success with the people that she works with. And even though I am someone who doesn't keep a lot of stuff, a lot of clutter and whatnot, I even noticed that I went through my closet in a different way, went through my jewelry and different things, and I really thought about it the way that she says. So you take everything out and you touch each item, and does this bring me joy? And for me, one thing that I did was, am I looking forward to wearing this again? Am I excited about wearing this? And it really changes things for you. Instead of just going through and getting rid of the things that you don't want, you are going through and selecting the things that you do want. And so I thought that was really, really great. So I do recommend that book in case you were wondering. And if you would like to listen to it on Audible, I do have a link for a free Audible trial, and you can get a free book. So I'll leave that below, but obviously you can purchase the book and read it on your own if that's what you would like to do. The second way to simplify your life is to limit your time on social media. I did a video about this at the beginning of this year, and I will link that below. And this is something that I am constantly trying to improve on. And I would say for a YouTuber and someone who uses social media as part of their job, I'm doing fairly well. I really have thought about this topic a lot, and right now what I am doing is limiting myself to 10 minutes about 5 times a day when I have videos posting, so that I can read through comments or reply to comments. And then I have Sundays where Usually I don't post anything at all and I stay off social media. If we're doing something fun or whatever, I might post a picture on Instagram, but for the most part, I stay off all day. And I'm thinking about adding another day in the middle of the week to that to be completely off social media. It really does impact so much of your life, and you might not realize it, but we are bombarded with so many thoughts and ideas, and not that, they're all bad or most of them are bad or whatnot, but if you just scroll through Instagram, you have all these pictures, all these things filling your mind, all of these ideas, and then Facebook, all these different ideas. If you're reading through a blog, especially if you read through the comments, all these different personalities and ideas and questions and comments, and it just is a lot. And I notice a huge difference when I'm not on it all of the time, and I just really want to simplify my life and feel more at peace and more calm and whatnot, and it really does help to limit that. A few things that I have done, I set my timer for 10 minutes, and because I'm a YouTuber, I have to read through comments and reply and everything, so I'll do 10 minutes and just quickly read through as much as I can. I will watch videos. I will watch only a few people, and if I want to watch a video, I will watch it while I'm like applying my makeup or doing my hair. And if it's something I can just listen to, sometimes I will listen to it while I'm, cleaning up the house or cleaning or whatever, and that's it. I don't just sit down and watch videos or whatever. I like to read, so I guess if you're not really into reading and you want to have your quiet time to watch a little YouTube or whatever, obviously that's your choice, and I don't see anything wrong with that anyway, but just really limiting what we're taking in can really help us to live a more simple life. The third way to simplify your life is to write a to-do list every day. So I write a to-do list, and I write it kind of in order of what I am doing. And I will put things on there that I do every day. It does not have to be a fancy planner. You don't need to use all kinds of stickers or anything elaborate. I know some of you like to do that as a hobby, so I'm not knocking that at all. I just don't want you to feel like you have to do that. You could just use a scrap piece of paper. You could use the back of a flyer that you were going to throw away. It does not have to be elaborate. It's just a checklist of all of the things that you need to do. With a to-do list, don't overload yourself, because that can make you feel less calm and at peace if you feel like you have so much on your list and you can't ever get it done. And I'll talk more about that in future videos, because that is another item that I wanted to share. But just write down what you plan to do. What I started doing recently actually is writing a list for the week, because I have, all these different things that I need to do for my kids, for school, for church, YouTube, my house, making food for different things, and all of these different things. And I don't always share like every single thing I do on YouTube, but I have lots of responsibilities here and there, like all of us do. And so what I do is write, Monday through Sunday, and I just kind of figure out what I need to get done. I need to run here for this. I need to set up an appointment for this and whatnot. And that way it's not all on one to-do list for the day, because I'll feel too overwhelmed. So I just designate days for each thing that I know that I have to do. And that really helps. And then my to-do list for the day, I write it in order of what I want to accomplish, and that kind of gives me an idea. Like in the morning, I read my Bible and pray, get ready for the gym, do all of these different things, and then I go to the gym. So I know what I want to get done before I leave to go to the gym. I know what I want to get done before I start recording a video. I know what I want to get done before dinner, and that way it really helps. So even if you write mundane tasks on there, like straighten up the house or laundry or whatever. You might do that every day, but it just will give you a sense of order and a sense of accomplishment as you mark things off, and it will just keep your time a little more structured. The fourth way to simplify your life is to have a budget and stick to it. No matter what your income is, no matter if you have debt or not, every person needs a budget. Every company runs on a budget. Every family, every person should have a budget. You should know exactly what is coming in and exactly what needs to go out. You should know that you have money for retirement, for savings, and all of those things. It will give you a peace of mind instead of going to the store and just, buying whatever and then hoping you have enough at the end of the month to pay your bills. You really need to have a budget. If you have debt, you definitely need a budget. You need to know what's coming in, what needs to go out. You need to work out a plan to pay that off and not spend what you don't have. Definitely start using cash. Definitely, tell yourself no if you can't afford it. And I did a series on budget and finance, and I think that was about 2 years ago. So I will link that playlist below, but I talk about budgeting for everything and how we do our budget, and I have different videos on how to save on certain things. So I will link that below. And I was thinking about revisiting budget and finance on my channel because I haven't done any videos like that in a while. So if you'd like to see more budget videos, definitely let me know in the comments below. The fifth way to simplify your life is to give yourself a break. We all need a break sometimes. Even if you're a busy mom, even if you work 10 to 12 hours a day, you need a break sometimes. You need some time to just sit and relax, sit and read, go for a little walk, whatever. You need to carve out a little bit of time in your day to give yourself a break. And that is one thing that I have started doing. I've talked about reading more, and I used to love to read, and then I just got so busy that I put it aside, and I have been reading more, taking a break. And you don't necessarily have to take a nap or anything, but you do need a break. You need time where you're not reading through all these emails and trying to do this and racing here and racing there. You need time to just be still, and it will definitely give you a sense of calm and peace, and you will enjoy your life more. And that's really what it's all about, is just being able to live a life that is calm and stress-free, and we really want to enjoy our lives. So I hope that this was helpful, and I really want to share all of the other things with you, but I don't want this video to be too long. So let me know what you think. Let me know if these are things that you are doing already and how they are working for you. And like I said, I'll share some more in the future. Thanks again for watching.